We have to talk about a must-watch video on Omar El Takrori's channel. It is something that I was a part of and something that was aimed at helping W-2 employees. Again, folks, do me a favor. This morning, go to Omar El Takrori's YouTube channel. If you want, give that video a watch, and please let him know you came from one rental at a time. He did me a favor. He said yes to my crazy idea. A lot of content in the entrepreneur space is just that. Be an entrepreneur. Go all in. Burn the boats. And Omar was gracious enough to have me on his show to talk about W-2 employees. Sure, the upside of a W-2 employee is not as great as an entrepreneur that hits it. But if we want to talk about certainties or probabilities, I believe it is without question W-2 employees have the best chance. I want to make this known, I want to celebrate this, and I want to encourage it. So, if you could do me a favor, go to Omar's channel this morning, watch that video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you want to do, and please leave a comment saying you came from one rental at a time. I believe that will help the video, it will help Omar, and it will help you and I get this message to more people. W-2 employees, you have the power to have your job fuel your freedom. And in order for more content creators to have me on their show, we have to show the power of the brand in the story. So again, Omar, if you ever watch this, thank you for allowing me on the channel. Thank you for making some content for W-2 employees. I believe W-2 employees dominate the market and we never talk to them. So again, one last time, go to Omar's channel, subscribe, like the video, watch the video, leave comments, tell me what you think. I would greatly appreciate it. Next, funny enough, sometimes you just don't know how timing works out. So as you all know, I'm trying to train for a marathon, so I did a 9-mile run yesterday, and I went ahead and plugged in Mylett and Andy Frisella. Andy Frisella from 75 Hard fame, Mylett, one of the largest podcasters out there. Right in the beginning of their video, they said the quiet part out loud. I have never heard this before. This is the quiet part. I believe it was Ed that said this. Folks, we need to talk. If you look at the pool of entrepreneurs, only about 7 to 8, so we'll use 8%. 8% of folks are wired to be entrepreneurs. That's not the important part. The next is the important part. Only 1% of those will be a millionaire. So let's just do some math together. If Ed is right and it's 8% are entrepreneurs and 1% of that 8 is successful, this is how the math works. You ready? 1,000 people. 80 people are entrepreneurs. 0.8 are successful. Folks, we have to round up to get one successful entrepreneur, and in this case, success is $1 million. So I ask you, 1,000 people, you subtract 80, we are left with 920 people. Those 920 people are W-2 employees. I ask you, how many of those can earn $1 million over time? How many of them could get there? The answer, of course, is a heck of a lot more than 0.8. I don't know what the numbers are. Maybe leave a guess below. If the pool is 920, how many W-2 employees could eventually get to $1 million? I don't know. A couple hundred. Easy. So again, W-2 employees are not celebrated. We are talked down. We are meant to believe that the job is this anvil, that we work for the man and all that nonsense. Screw that. Use your job to get free. It is that simple. And again, if you want to hear my passion and my plea, Go watch this video with Omar and let me know what you think. See if we hit it out of the park, or maybe I missed and I need to try again. Next up, let's talk housing. First, I think it comes out today. There's a video I did not want to create. I did not, but we had to. Recorded it yesterday with Beth Traverso. Beth Traverso, if you don't know, is one of our millionaires that come back each week. She is a top 1% agent. She said, Michael, basically she said, you can watch the video. Michael, they're back. I said, what do you mean? Multiple offers are back. There's no inventory in King County, aka Seattle. There was this $1.2 million house that came on, 20 offers. We are now having offer review dates. We are now having just this chaos is starting again. Now you got to remember, Beth Traverso, Seattle, King County, their spring selling season starts in January. A lot of the country is not until the middle of February. So you may be in your buy box, your area, still dealing with the winter doldrums. Maybe there's snow outside. Maybe it's cold. It's coming. It is clear that interest rates coming down over a point has sparked activity. So, again, the video with Beth, I believe, comes out today. It's not a video I wanted to create. What else do we have on housing? Let's talk about mortgage apps. There was a lot of talk from the doomers about mortgage apps being down week 1, week 2. Hey, if you're grasping at straws, you might as well grasp. But now, 2 weeks in a row, we have mortgage apps up. Mortgage apps up week on week, 8% to purchase. Refi demand is down 7%. But again, we are worried about purchases. Why purchases? Purchases show activity. We are getting people off the sidelines. But again, as in Beth's case, there is no inventory. It could get wild. We'll see. Maybe, because the other thing you have to know, and again, Beth taught us this, buyers can move first, right? A buyer is interested in buying homes. They go to the mortgage broker. They get pre-approved. Sellers take some time. They got to put away the Christmas ornaments. They got to clean the house. They got to declutter. They got to get ready. So it is possible that we will get a wave of inventory in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Possible. Probable? I'll let you be the judge. Other housing updates. What else do we have? Oh, how about the Compass CEO? Obviously, he's a real estate CEO, so what's he supposed to say? It's always supposed to be rosy, I am sure. But he did say the housing market is poised to rebound after a buyer strike in Q4. I think it's cute when, real estate CEOs come out and all are rosy. But again, I wanted to go back to something I said a couple of weeks ago. I do believe housing is coming off a bottom that will be positive for GDP. Now, again, it won't be crazy. We're not going back to 6 million. But any increment up, we go to 4.2, we go to 4.4 million existing home sales. That's additive to GDP. We build another 100,000 homes. That's additive to GDP. So again, I do think with rates coming in and everybody's thinking they're going to be lower at the end of the year, housing will be positive on a year-on-year comparison. Just where we are, rates matter. The consumer, folks, is so predictable. We're at a 6.6 mortgage rate. You want to know when that stops? When people don't buy? When they're used to 4. You want to know when they buy? When they're used to 8. It's the same freaking number, 6.6, but where are you oriented? Where are you anchored? Are you anchored at 4? Are you anchored at 8? One of them you don't buy, the other one you get excited because you got a deal. So people are predictable. How about layoffs? We are getting that January layoffs. We talked about those potentially coming. SAP, 8,000 job cuts and buyouts. We have eBay slashing 9%. It's 1,000 people. We did get Chipotle, I think, saying they want to hire 18,000. I think I saw that this morning. I didn't write it down, so my numbers might be off. And we are also getting a lot of traditional news publications whacking headcount. I think I saw a note about Sports Illustrated earlier in the week. Now I see LA Times slashing 20%. This is just a sign that we have had enough with traditional media. We are having more of a collection of folks like myself and others bring you news that is hopefully unbiased, that is hopefully both sides. LA Times clearly has a bias in their material. So we are finally saying that is enough. We are tired. How about defaults? Well, again, folks, we are going to have pain in the commercial real estate market. We've been warning about this for about 18 months. We've shown you how a $100 million building could be worth 45. We told you about that early. Well, over the next 18 to 24 months, Howard Lutnick, billionaire, says we are going to have upwards of $1 trillion in defaults. Now again, folks, this is not single-family homes. It is not duplexes, triplexes, or quads. Those are financed with 30-year money. These are the assets that have 5-year terms that are coming up to reset, and the value of the asset is less than debt. You can extend and pretend. You could get a government bailout, which I hope we don't get. You could have forced sales. This is coming. It's a tidal wave. It's a tsunami. It's going to come to shore over the next 18 to 24 months. I agree with Howard. And again, we have to watch for a doom loop in regional banking. Regional banking could be forced to reassess this debt, which would lower their balance sheet. They could be forced to take back. And of course, they will stop lending. That could throw all kinds of illiquidity into the market. I'd be remiss if we didn't highlight Netflix. Netflix, one of the Magnificent Seven, came out. They beat revenue, missed earnings, but man, they added 13.1 million paying subs in the last quarter. That is doing some stuff. Good for them. Anything else I want to talk about? No, I think that is good. Again, folks, do me a favor. Go to check out Omar's channel, Omar El Takrori, Takrori. Watch the video. I created it for you. Omar said yes to my crazy idea because I wanted to create something for W-2 employees. So let's go to Omar's channel and thank him. Let's watch the video. Let's get on more and more channels talking about W-2 employees and how we can get wealthy. Take care. And again, remember, we still have, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. 2 seats left to the event in Vegas, February 17th and 18th. And we still have only 64 virtual seats spent or bought or whatever. If you want to be a part of the event, you still can. I will put the link below. Take care. Bye-bye.